It's here, and we got our 8th episode of our New York Islanders franchise mode here on the PS4, guys. In the last episode, we went and started up and continued on all the way up to the trade deadline with your New York Islanders in the year 2 season. And so far, we're 24, 24, and 8. As you can see, guys, it has been a long while. I just need to point that out, and you guys probably already noticed that. But I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you're celebrating. You had a good time with family and all that. But now we're back. It has been like 3 weeks, technically, something like that. It has been a long time, too long, basically. And I do apologize on my part, but you know what? I'm going to try do a bit better in this department of giving you guys more content for the franchise mode, and I want to keep on going. So let's go quickly refresh my memory. I have looked around a bit, but I now know sort of what I'm looking for right now. So goaltenders, yeah, we got Grace here. He's 33 years old. He's doing all right for us. Always been a solid guy. Sorokin, our young goalie, potentially being the starter in a couple years. We got our solid defense with Nick Leddy leading the way as our top D-man by far. He just, last season, I'm pretty sure, yeah, 70 points. He ripped it. He ripped it up. So Dennis Seidenberg is his partner. We're going to need a new partner for Nick Leddy. So that's something we can look forward to. Probably more either this trade deadline, but in the off season. I think the off season it will probably. I think we're going to keep Seidenberg and Leddy together because that's what works right now. So if we win the cup with the defense, Seidenberg and Leddy is going to be the top pair probably, unless we switch something up and that works. But I'm trying a couple different things, looking around, and then I have our offense a bit changed up. We got Josh Hosang, who was scratched before. He obviously wasn't playing too great, a -10, 13 points in 25 games. We're going to give him some more ice time and hope that he can really start picking it up. And then let's look. Jordan Eberle and what's his face and Tavares have been doing well. We can go Hosang and switch it up there, or we can go something like Hosang there. So I think I want to get Brock Nielsen into the top 6. And then I think I'm going to try it like this. So it's been a while. I'm moving Svechnikov down because he's a depth forward. I might end up sending him down or Kiefer Bellows. I know he's not playing right now, but don't worry. That won't be for long. It shouldn't be, at least. And otherwise, we're just going to get on with the rest of our simulation. And we're going to see how we can do. So I have a trade in mind. I'm actually going to do that right now. It's going to improve our backup position right now, and it will give Sorokin more ice time in the AHL to help the AHL squad out. And then as you can see down there, I have on the players on the block, we have Calvin DeHaan, Johnny Boychuk, and Josh Hosang. Hosang because he has some value, so he's someone that we could look to trade to get another D-man to improve our defense. Johnny Boychuk, big contract, has not been playing great for us. We got to move that contract out ASAP. And then Calvin DeHaan is another offensive defenseman. We have 3 of them. Montour looks to be more of our guy for the future on offense, aside from Nick Leddy, aside from DeHaan. I think Montour looks a lot more promising than DeHaan. And honestly, I didn't really mind getting rid of him during the free agency period, and I don't mind getting rid of him now. So we're just going to put them on the block. I'm willing to give up any draft picks as long as it improves us by getting a young, elite, talented goalie with elite potential. That's what I meant. And then another defenseman. And so that's what we're going to be looking at. But first, I did look at some of your comments. First of all, I know I'm not actually. I didn't recognize if I said it properly, but it's Dennis Seidenberg. No, Seidenberg. I keep on saying Seidenberg. Seidenberg. It's not Seidenberg or Seidenberg. It's Seidenberg. I know how it goes. It's just like the Michael Neuwirth or Neuwirth. That's what it's actually like. I'm not perfect. Where everybody messes names up, and I just make my fair share of names. So but anyways, off that topic, I'm going to show you guys. I already said I was going after a goalie. You probably saw him. We're going to go for the former New York Islander, Anders Nielsen. At the start of his career, I'm pretty sure he started out as an Islander, and he played a couple games here and there. So we are going to bring him back as our backup goalie, potentially even for next year, because I looked at his stats this year. He has been playing in the AHL very strongly, obviously. But the NHL season that he had before that, he played pretty decent. A pretty 500 win-loss record with the overtime losses counting. He had 2 shutouts, some decent stats. So you know what? And he got 2 assists. So we're gonna try and see if he can be our backup goalie maybe for the next couple of years here, or a year or two. We'll see how he does. It's kind of just like a tryout. But what we're going to be sending the other way is Hallinan, and then a player / prospect-ish that they want, Tyler Bertuzzi. I'm not going to trade Calvin DeHaan there just because different reasons. But this is the trade I originally thought of, and we're going to get a 4th-round pick if we can. Trade value should be enough. Will this go through? Hallinan and Bertuzzi for Nielsen and a 4th-round pick. Trade accepted. This is a really good deal for us in Vancouver, so definitely we are saying yes to this one. I hope you know what you were doing. I'm okay with this. We improved our goalie position, I believe, and we got another draft pick to help the team. So we sent down Sorkin. I think that automatically happened. And then we got to make a couple other moves. So Adam Pelech, he's a depth defenseman. Honestly, 3 years left. I'm just going to send him down. I'd rather do that, I think, than keep him up here. If someone claims him, yeah, that's fine. But I'm not going to try to trade him. I wouldn't mind that contract coming off the books. And I don't think we might get a bit, but I don't want to try trading him. So Pelech has been sent down. So we improved our defense in the AHL. So maybe that'll help the AHL team down there. They got Sorkin and Pelech. So now we are going to improve, hopefully. Nielsen is going to be in the backup position. And then the AHL, I guess we'll just do best lines. And I think, let me see, reset. Is there anybody, Godin and Bitten. So we just got to make sure Godin's in there and then Bitten. So we're going to get Bitten in there. And then, because he's the younger prospect. And then, there you go. Should be good. Yeah. Okay. And then Godin with his face-off stats should be good. Move him up maybe. Move up. No, we'll keep that the way it is. That should be good. I think that was pretty much what we had defensively. All those guys are good except Weatherspoon. Yeah, Weatherspoon's there. Can we get, what's his face? I think we had a prospect here that we were going to... Oh, no, he must be playing in the juniors. Did we have like a Russian defense prospect, or was he unsigned? Something like that. But, yeah, that's what our team is looking like. Svechnikov, I was thinking about sending down. Bellows, I was thinking about sending down. I realized that Svechnikov would have to go to the juniors, but I'm okay with that. I'm trying out things. Our team doesn't look to be fantastic. We have a lot of players who need to prove themselves, so that's kind of what we're trying to do. And I don't want to put Svechnikov under too much pressure in the top 6 role. I'd rather not push him. He's already had lots of time in the top 9, top 6, so we're going to give him, I guess you could call it a break, but we're just trying out some of our players that could be on the chopping block for this upcoming season. So let's see. Hosang, Barzell, DeHaan is going to want some time. Let's get Pulak on there. We'll see if we can give him one last shot on defense. See what he did there. Shot. Very funny. Okay. Penalty kill should be solid, I think. Bouvillier and Case. I'm going to get some defensive players in there. Let's rely on Brock Nielsen a bit more on the penalty kill. And then... let's see, Bouvillier can go there. Yeah, and then we're going to go power play, and I'm going to take Nielsen off there, and we're going to go with Hosang, the playmaker. And we'll see how that works out. Maybe adding in a sniper here. Lee and Nielsen. No, that should be good enough. We have an offensive defenseman in there, and guys who should be able to put the puck in the net. I mean, Lee has done it before. He's doing it in real life. Too bad we can't get him playing like that here. But finally, with a couple moves, lots of time used up now, we are going to simulate. I once again told you that we have edited our trading block. I expect to get lots of phone calls from other GMs, and hopefully we will get some trade offers that maybe, just maybe, can improve our team. Josh Hosang for a 2nd and a 3rd straight to Vancouver. That is not happening. No, I want either a 1st-round pick at least, top-notch defense or goalie prospect for a young scoring forward. Nice try, Vancouver. I know Benning likes to go trade his seconds away for Hosang, and for other young forwards, but no, this is not a deal that I'm willing to do. I'm not a dumb GM. Trading away Barchi. Come on. A 1st-round pick for Seidenberg, 2/3 and a 4th. I'm gonna say no. Oh crap, I shouldn't do this. Oh my gosh. Seidenberg? When was the last time Seidenberg was able to like get a freaking wow for you know what? That's actually really interesting that a team like Boston, his former team is trying to get Seidenberg for a two thirds and a fourth for their first. So their record is very strong. I feel like you guys would be yelling at me to take this and that it makes a ton of sense. But oh, this is next year. Oh crap, that actually might not be a bad idea. Goalies, Tuukka Rask is always going to make him decent. I just don't think with that kind of team, and like it's tough. That's really tough. I'm gonna take a second and I'm gonna really think this over, guys. And you guys maybe yell at me in the comments for the next video and see if I made the right move afterwards. But I'm going to think about this for a couple minutes and see what I come up with. Okay, being honest, I could do a counter offer. I could do a lot of different things here, but I don't think that first is going to be that great. Excuse me. And I feel like Seidenberg, I don't know how long he's going to stay. I don't think he's going to be on our team after this season. But we're also still trying to go for the playoffs, and this is a lot of draft picks. I'd rather have more. I'd rather have quantity over quality right now for draft picks. So I think I'm going to exit this and see if I get a better offer. But that's really tough to decline. There's the Russian elite defense prospect that we have, the low elite guy. I realized that not that long ago when I was going through the trading stuff. So he's back on here. And yeah, that would be really nice if we could get him to develop too. So, wait, when did we draft this guy again? Third round, 2018. Okay, so that was a while ago. I'm getting a bunch of stuff to come back to my memory, guys. That's all it is. Josh Norris could be ready soon, so he's another trading asset eventually. Maybe an NHL player of the future. Steven Camper on waivers, like to claim him, decline. Let's see. I'm gonna stop here. And I want to see if that was an actual trade. I want to keep track of the trades that are happening right now. And this is slowly simming. There's a 2-1 victory over Toronto. Another game over Columbus, who earlier on last week we lost to 3-2 in a shootout. And scouting now. Okay, so I don't remember exactly. It's been a long while, but we're gonna scout for D-men. You guys said, and goalies. So. I find that a lot of that's tough. We're in year wait, which year is this? This would be the second year. This would be the Jack Hughes here, but he's not in this game. So I think I'm not gonna. I don't remember if I was. It looks like I was scouting junior places, but I think I'm gonna pass on that. And I think maybe I was looking for like forwards or something. I don't know, or goalies. I have no clue, but let's see, Swedish. I wanna go to like the places where there's still creative players, because I feel like these leagues, like the junior leagues, may still have guys, like a bunch of Canadian players with no potential. I could look, but again, I'm too lazy and I'm just rambling about that stuff. So let's go. We have A- there and A- there. So let's look for some defense or goalies. Who has the most prospects anywhere? We're gonna look for defense in the States. We'll go for a month. We'll check them out. Columbus, another loss. Colin Miller for a fourth and a fifth. And then we trade them a sixth. I think I'm going to accept that because Colin Miller is definitely a guy who I was looking to trade anyways. And he really isn't looking that great. So we're going to accept that trade. Not even looking at any other fine details. I'm okay with that. We move up in the draft and we get a second pick. First and a sixth for Josh Ho-Sang. I'm going to decline that, Anaheim. Thank you for the offer. But that is next year's first round pick. I don't really want that. I'd rather have this year's first round pick because I don't want to wait. I need something more for, like, we got to start really thinking about what we can do to improve this team for this season. Like, we have, but we also haven't been doing that. We've been going, like, building for the future. Another first round pick decline. We've been going for a lot of players that could Seidenberg 2/3. No, why would I do that? No, thank you. I will decline that. We've been making a lot of trades. Like, we got Dante Fabro the other year. 2/4 Jay Beagle. We lose a third and we get a 7. No, I don't see any reason to do that. We've made a lot of guys, like we've added Dante Fabro. We have Barzell. We got Svechnikov the other year. DeHaan, a second and a third. What's the point in the third? I don't get that. But let's see how DeHaan's done recently. 15 points this year. He's improving on last season. Time on attack. Check all this stuff out. I think I might want to wait a bit on that, maybe. That was a voice crack. Voice crack and a half. Second and a third. What's the point in that? I think so no. I'm gonna decline that for now. I'll make a separate trade for DeHaan in my own way. I'd rather do that. Get a first and trade away Ho-Sang and a couple other depth prospects. No. Washington, no trades for defensemen or young goalies or anything. Everybody just wants Ho-Sang. That's it. And no trades for Boychuk, which sucks. We got Seidenberg, but it doesn't look promising. 27-9. Again, I don't want to give up on the season, guys, but we're not winning games, and I feel like you guys may agree. What was it? Comment from Brandon. He's been a tough subscriber for us all the time. Through many GM modes. He said something along the lines of we got to take this year to year, and I think I can definitely agree with that. Like guys like Eberle and Tavares. Tavares our main guy, obviously. He's 28. We just signed him long term, and to be fair, like we're not gonna get like any better production than we are right now. Maybe. But like he's 28, he's in his prime. We need to think about next season. So getting Boychuk's contract off the books is kind of crucial if we want to add some more pieces. And then we have a bunch of other guys, but we aren't clicking, man. Derek Brassard. I think I kind of want to look to trade these guys right now because I don't think Brassard is doing it. I mean, he's doing all right. He played good for us last year-ish. Playoffs, he was solid. I'm trying to look. What value wise could we get for some of these players? Lee, Seidenberg. I would have taken that trade for the first now. Well, not necessarily. Brassard is the biggest one. I think if we trade him and we get significant value back, we can move that value that we get, like a draft pick, in exchange for a player in next year's team. Or we sign him. So you know what I'm actually going to do? Let me check right now. Does Brassard want an extension? That is a big thing. If he doesn't, and that could change too. So I'm going to look at this and see if he wants an extension. I'm going to see what players want extensions, just in general. Jordan Eberle does not want an extension. Well, crap. We are screwed. That's not good. I really was hoping not for that to happen. Because Eberle played great for us last year. Ooh, gosh. We are in a tough spot here, guys. We really are. And Derek Brassard could change his mind. But Ho-Sang doesn't want to sign? Like, what? It's tough. We can trade Ho-Sang. I don't think we'll be able to trade Eberle for significant value. We could get a draft pick for him, but definitely not I'm saying like at the draft if we wanted to. Because the draft is going to be a big thing for us, and I'm going to need your guys' support on that as well. We got to find out what players are going to be available then. So I'm going to make a quick peek, see if there's any other defensemen. We got Giordano on there. Cronwall, no, too old. Yandel, too old. Bomeister was back there as well. And a bunch of other older players, forwards from St. Louis, and that's it. Hellbuck. The goalie, that could be a potential option for us in the future. Who's that? Joe Veleno? Probably not. Goalies, backup goalie. Ooh, that's not too great. Do I want to look into that? Like Derek Brassard for like Connor Hellbuck. Would that be a wise option? Because that could be a goalie potentially for us. Centers, left wings, right wings. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It makes sense for them. So let's see if we can add something. Derek Brassard for someone. I'm not sure Kyle Connor, maybe, but We need someone. We need someone for next season. What do they have defense wise? Oh, Josh Morrissey. That would be so nice. There's no way though. That's not happening. Logan Stanley, goalies. Eric Comrie. He's all right. Steve Mason's apparently a legit goalie now. Draft picks. How about this, guys? How about we try and get Connor Hellebuyck and a draft pick for Derek Brassard? Because I think that could help us potentially. We gotta move some of these guys out, anyways. So let's see. And then is there anybody else? Dahan. They need defense, so I wouldn't trade Boychuk there because I don't think they. I would only want to accept a trade that makes sense and that's fair for them. So Dahan and Brassard. I think that is a pretty fair deal. I think we get some prospects, and that's definitely going to help us out. Riley, no, he's not going to turn out too much. And then draft picks. Let's see. Yeah, I'd rather have a second, maybe a fourth in that. So Hellebuyck, a second and a fourth for Brassard and Dahan. I'll take another goalie. I will. I think Grice could be on his way out soon. Not his fault, but just age and stuff. And having two goalies is crucial. So this is a potential option for us for the future. And getting some draft picks for a guy that will not be on our team, I guarantee you that later on. And Brassard, partial reasons. We can always look for another center. We have big moves to make this offseason, so we're going to make a trade here. See if Hellebuyck can be a starter for us. Will this go through? And yes, it will. So trade accepted. They accepted it, and now we are in a very interesting state right now. So Nielsen has not done that great for us to start. That wasn't the reason. But I think I'm going to... Let's see. We need to get a defenseman up here. Fabro's ready. Keep him in the AHL maybe. And then bring back up Pelech. Or bring back up someone. Bring... Depth of D-man, Dante Fabro. No, we'll leave him for next year. Although that's going to be really good. 246 shots. He shoots the puck. Oh, yeah. He's going to be helpful for our team. But Pelech we're going to bring up for now. And then I think I might send down some of our prospects. I think that just makes the most sense. Yeah, Svechnikov. It just makes more sense. He's going to go back to the CHL. It doesn't make sense for us to move on the way we are. So Jay Beagle, we're gonna bring him up, I think, for some games. I think we're tanking, guys. Not necessarily like tanking, but we're not the kind of team that we necessarily should be. And then Kiefer Bellows will be playing on the roster. Yeah, that's good. He can play on the roster. He's a guy who's going to probably fill in for some of our guys in the next coming seasons. But we just made some like massive moves. I can't even comprehend saying that. Like, it's disappointing, but we like I want a goalie, and Hellebuyck may be our next guy. So yeah, that's fine. And I think I might just have to trade what's his face, Nielsen, straight away. I could be wrong, but maybe we'll see. And then Pelech, we'll put him in there. Is that for something, penalty kill or something? No. And then we have another guy, Bellows, substituting all lines for that. And then who's our new center? Jay Beagle. Okay, I'm just going to do best lines. And then I think we'll just roll with it. I think that's what I want to do, honestly, guys. Just because I don't think, like, Barzal should be ready. So, you know what? To be fair, we may not be making such a bad idea. But Bouvillier, we're going to put up there for ice time. Yeah, we'll go Bellows on the third line. Beagle can play center. Barzal can play center. We'll play Barzal at center. And then there you go. And then Bellows, Bouvillier. There you go. That looks good for the most part. And Josh Hosang, we're going to play with Nielsen. Or we're going to split up that right there. Eberle, Bouvillier. There you go. We're trying a ton of things out here. So we're going to give some support to here. You know what? Yeah, what the heck? Let's put Bellows with Hosang and Tavares. We'll see what they can do. Boychuk, Montour, Sedeinberg. No, we got to keep those guys together. And then Pelech. We're going to do that. And then goalies. Looks good. Power play will leave to be the same. Boychuk can go there. Yeah. And then we're going to give Barzal top line power play time. I want Barzal. Barzal's our new guy to worry about. I'm kind of just throwing stuff together, but like this everything. I'm noticing parts are coming together. So goalies. I'm not going to trade Grice. Well, we'll probably trade Grice or keep Grice for next season. Maybe for the year after, something like that. And then let's see, Holmstrom, center, Bitten. I'm showing you guys all these moves because this is for our future. This is a huge part of everything. So goalies, and then you had a defense prospect that we had to worry about. So Kavanov. Wait, is he already in? He is. Okay, so we're good then. Or Weatherspoon, what's his face? Yeah, we got to get him in there. So Weatherspoon, and there you go. He is in there. Yep. Okay, we made a ton of moves. And now apparently they want to trade all of their first round picks, which is kind of funny. There you go. So we made moves. I'm just going to start simulating. We're not tanking. We are tanking. It's a bit of both. If we make the playoffs, I will be happy about this team. We're going to go with our best guys. We got a 4-0 win to start. So I am still wanting to go for the playoffs, but I decided trading. We have a deep enough forward core. Our defense, we have a top 4. We have 2 goalies that can win us some games, get us some points. We're seeming to be doing like all right, average. But I just for the team, for the spot we're in a tough division, I wanted to move Broussard. Eberle, I'm gonna desperately try to sign. I think I might want to. I maybe do that if we miss the playoffs. As soon as our season's over, our team season's over, we are going to try to sign Epperly because that's our main priority. Okay, so now we got to go after goalies. So we'll go defense first in the Russians for 3 weeks, and then we'll keep simulating here. So we're winning games and we're losing games. Nielsen, or what's his face, against Vancouver, the team that we made that trade with. We're getting a couple losses in here. So we're going to stop now. And we are going to make some line changes. Now we have Bellows, who's injured. That's unfortunate. So we have to bring up another forward. We are going to bring up, let's see. Let's bring up Josh Norris for some games. Why not? Why not? So now we're going to switch Bellows here. We'll get Norris in there. And I don't think he'll be anywhere else. He'll just pretty much be there. So 4th line. And then we'll play, move up Barzell, I think, or so Zekas will play 3rd line. Who's going to move up? It's going to be Bailey, or we're going to go Anders Lee, and Everly's going to go back on the top line because we need him to go there. Anders Lee will go up there, and then we're going to give Barzell we'll keep that, Hosang, and that looks good. That looks all right. So that should be. We're in a tough spot. Our team is kind of in a. I feel like we're Montreal right now with Price, and we're just not doing. We're not doing it. And yeah, we do have all of our guys back. So, wow, we have a lot of our AHL teams really getting weak. So defense, Weatherspoon, and then that's that. Yeah, our AHL and Sorokin. So. It's pretty much, yeah. Oh, wow. We failed to make the playoffs already? Wow. Yeah, okay. So, guys, I feel like if we were going to make the playoffs, we had to have a lot more momentum than we did. And, like, Tavares started slowing down. I think we made the best moves we could. And it's unfortunate that everything ended up the way it did. This is a bit of a train wreck of a season, probably because I wasn't here to finish it strong with you guys. We took 3 weeks off, and that's what happens, right? Kiefer Bellows. Yeah, we're gonna send down here. I'll skip this part for you guys. So I finished up the lines. I took out Grice and I put in Nielsen and Hellbuck, just because they're probably gonna be our goalies for next season. And we finished off with some wins, and I don't mind that. So. Our team finished strong. I'm not worried about that. The more we win, I believe that our prospects will develop, and that's. I mean, you know what? We made the moves that we could. So, goalies. There you go. We'll scout for them. We'll go a month, and yeah. But what I was saying, so we have to try and sign Jordan Eberle. I think we can focus on the AHL team a bit. Hopefully, they made the playoffs. But let me just. Let's go see how Everly's doing right now, because our season's over and we really need to make sure that we sign him. So contract extensions, he's not interested, but I'm going to try and sign him. So he wants a 6-year deal. You know what? Give him $6 million again. And you know what? Let's see. No, we have to give him at least what he wants. So, 6 years and 5.7. I think I'm okay with that contract. I don't think we're going to give him anything less. He wants it says he doesn't want an extension, so I really just have to hope so much that Eberle stays, because we really need him. We do need him. So hold the team meeting. We don't need to do that, because last time that happened, we ended up losing the playoffs. I don't even get why morale's a thing in this game. Oh man, I'm getting tired here, guys. I apologize. Okay, so we just gave a contract extension to Eberle. We can just go to the AHL, and their season has ended, and they missed the playoffs, I guess. Yeah, that's it. That's the season. So we're just gonna go to the draft, I guess. That's unfortunate. But that's gonna happen. I'm not interested in extending my contract with the team at the moment, though. If you offer me enough money, I may change my mind. I think I'm gonna let you guys Jordan Eberle extension go in your hands, guys. Do we want to overpay him maybe for 6 years, 6.5, even more than he was getting before? He could drop in overall. We don't know that, especially after the drastic change in season he had. So maybe keep that in mind. But I'm gonna let you guys be the deciders of that. Okay, just got some water in me, and now amateur scouting. We will continue to scout for goalies, because that's really all we can do. So Swedish guys, you know what? I'm going to scout everywhere. The Q has some places. I know for a fact we haven't scouted the O, so we're just going to go 3 weeks there. We're just going to scout only for goalies, because that's what you guys want. If I see an elite or franchise goalie, I will go after him immediately. If we see a defenseman that we can go after, I will go after him immediately. The Islanders desperately need some defense, because Tavares can get some offense. Barzal's coming up, but we need more offense. We could use some more defense, offense from our defense, and we need some more goaltending for sure. So we'll go 2 weeks for Russian goalies, because I think we already scouted some Russian goalies, and then we'll keep on going. Calgary Flames win the Stanley Cup, and Calder Cup goes to Tucson, or Tucson. Sorry, I think that's what it is. Okay, so we are going to continue simming, keep on getting our scouting done. We'll go for the Q, because they have more goalies there, and 2 weeks for the rest of our scouting. We will do a whole season wrap-up, look at our team, look at what we can improve, and then you guys can let me know what kind of moves we should make. Detroit has 3 first-round picks. That's all I noticed, all pretty much in the top 11. So that's pretty wild. The Islanders, where's our pick? Where is our pick? Oh, crap! We have the 3rd overall pick? What? What the heck? Oh, my God. Because I was completely forgot. I'm like, okay, wait. We actually missed the playoffs. Do we have a first-round pick this year? Okay, let's go see where that first-round pick is. We got 3rd overall. Holy crap. That's amazing. So, that's going to help us if we see a defenseman or a goalie. Like, okay, maybe not a goalie, but... okay, maybe a goalie, but still, I mean, like, more likely a defenseman we can get with a top pick. We could even trade the pick if we want to get, like, a McDonough. Like you guys suggested. I only wanted to trade for McDonough if he was on the trade block. He was not. I looked around. I do apologize, guys. But that's just going to happen. Aguila now retired, apparently. Joe Thornton retired. And goalies, not players from Winnipeg. Come on. Goalies. Okay, Nicholas Backstrom. Again, I thought he already retired, but apparently not. Peter Budaj. Martin Gerber. Where are these guys coming from? They're playing overseas, apparently, still. Markkanen, 44. What? Leighton, McKenna, okay, Neil Stroop. Oh, I remember him. Right-handed glove from Dallas, right? He played a game or two. I remember that. I don't know how, but I do. Pro Scout. So, Nielsen, can we on the trade block? No. Leave this. Sorry. I touched my mic there. I'm wiping my face off. I had water. First round pick. Let's see. Goalie. So, is this still our defensive needs? We don't need this. I'm going to show you guys this because, again, this is important. We need to make sure we're going for the right stuff. You know what? Yeah, just elite goalie. Straight up. That'll be our new thing. We don't even need a starting goalie. We want an elite goalie. And then defense, top 2 D-man. Yeah, we'll go that. Instead of a top 4. Because, I mean, if they give us a top 4 D-man, that'll probably be enough. And then defense, Should we go for goalie prospect or defense prospect? Probably defense prospect because we have some goalies now. And then look for yeah, the elites. I just want elites. And then they got to be at least 25, I guess that's fair. And then they have to be an NHL defenseman. So we're going to go down here, select rating overall. Maybe some of you guys haven't seen this. You probably have. And we're going to go rating 75. I want him to be like NHL ready pretty much, especially if he's 25 years old. He better be a good player. And then that's what we want and don't want. So that's fine. A first round pick. We need to get Boychuk on the block ASAP. Let's see. Where is he? Boychuk 82. And then what else? Do we need to get rid of any other contracts? Eberle, no. Bailey could potentially be moved. Nielsen could potentially. I think Nielsen will stay. Cizikas, how does he do for us? 3 years, 3 million or so. He's always a solid player for us. I just wish less cap would be a thing. Pelech, I think we can move his contract out. Any bigger name players though? Justin or Josh Bailey. He's now a third liner. You know what? We'll get him on the block, I think, because that's a bit much for a third liner. This is just putting out some players and looking for value and guys we can move. So now, we have a goalie. We have goalies. So let's put a surplus on our goalies. Any goalies, just in general. Any goalie. There you go. And then we're gonna put on also on the block. Pending UFAs, so any UFAs that want to move. So I showed you guys all that. We have tons of stuff that's happened. We've gone through quite a long video so far, but this is going to be important. So we're at draft day. We are going to quickly check out points and all that, and then next episode, you guys can let me know in the comments. I will do my best to find defensemen, find goalies on the market, and we are going to put this Islanders team over the top because that's what we need to do. Jordan Eberle, look at that, second line forward. What did I tell you guys? So now we need to see what he might want as a second line forward. I'll check that out in a bit. Matthew Barzal had a solid season, 92 offensive awareness. Oh man, he's got to improve that defensive and physical categories and puck skills. Once that happens, he'll be a second line forward. He's almost there. We need him to be our second line center. We need him to be. Josh Hosang. I think this is another guy that I'm willing to trade. We actually could put him on the block. I can fix the block after the video, but yeah. Cizikas, Montour, Bellows, Svechnikov. Could Svechnikov be traded for a D-man? You guys can let me know. And then Ryan Pulock, Boychuk. Yeah, Boychuk has to be moved out. 105 penalty minutes. Wow. Seidenberg, if we can re-sign him. He actually wants to come back, so why not? Goalies. I think we can get Grace on the block. And then you guys can let me know if, I mean, Hellbeck doesn't have the stats, but, and he's backup role. I don't know. It's tough right now, guys. You guys can let me know. We have quite a few goalies here that we need a starter, that's for sure. So Hellbeck was a chance. If you guys think we should go with him for the season, we could sign him as well. He won't want too much money if he's a backup, so that's one point. But I will quickly go and see what Eberle wants, and I will show you the trade block if I can. And then that should help you guys with some decision making that we can do. Not editing our trade block, but looking at what the other guys want. Eberle, so offer contract extension. He wants about $5 million for 4 years. I see that's probably better, but is that worth it? And then Anders Lee, 2 years at around $4 million. I could see us potentially re-signing him but I mean, to be fair, that's more like 5.5 or 6 mil, and then this is more 5 mil if we want to re-sign them, maybe, especially because they don't want to return. So if I need to trade them, get as much assets as I can in return, again, I will accept anything. Grace still has a year left. So, I mean, Grace still is our starter. I think he's capable, but I think some of you guys would probably want a good... if Hellbeck was an elite goalie, like he is in real life, then you guys would probably want him. But I can tell that we're definitely going to have our hands full with the moves that we have to make. And I can't look for the trade blocks, so I will do my best to find. I know you guys can mention names and all that, but you guys know what type of players we need. I will do my best to bring those players in, and if you have any suggestions, please please do give us suggestions in the comments down below. That'll help us out a lot. But anyways, I'm going to end it off here. That was a pretty long one, but you guys deserve it because you guys have stick with me through thick and thin, and also through the Christmas break and such. So I still do have a week left. I have a hockey tournament. That'll take up some time, but I'm going to do my best. I promise you that. I will actually do my best. I was kind of unmotivated to do this, but I am now. I want to fix this team, and I want the Islanders to be a playoff contender and a Stanley Cup contender so we can win the Cup ASAP. I want to do that. I want to win. And Tavares, I think, wants to win too. So, anyways, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys hit that like button to show your support. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss out when we actually upload for once in the next week, not in the next 24 hours. Or not in the next 24 hours. Maybe. We'll see. Not in the next 3 weeks. Not in the next 2 weeks. This next week, you will get much. You know what? Much more. You'll get tons. Okay? You'll get more GM, franchise mode, whatever you want to call it. So, once again, hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Leave your suggestions, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.